Guys, I can't take the Conor McGregor has conditioning weaknesses talk. I can't take it anymore. I've never seen it, and I argue that you've never seen it. It is a false narrative that won't seem to go away. Now, Poirier's side has made the statement today is where I bring this up. They say, I think we're going to expose the conditioning weaknesses in Conor McGregor. I would never question Poirier's conditioning. You could go back and see his most recent fight with Dan Hooker. That was a war for 25 minutes. Poirier never backed down. The harder things get, the better they are for him, which is a direct result of your conditioning. I just don't think it's wise to question Conor's. Conor has lost 2 matches before because he got tired and had to stop fighting. First of which was against Nate Diaz. Second was against Floyd Mayweather. So if you come and go, Chael, you just admitted it. I've admitted nothing. I've admitted to you nothing. Conor McGregor was a 145-pounder who went up to 170 to face Nate Diaz. He never should have been in there. He never should have agreed on that weight. And when he came out and had no experience at that weight and dropped that left hand that had put so many other people down, and Nate's still standing there like it never happened and coming at him, yes, it broke him. I get it. And yes, Conor admitted it. I was not efficient with my energy. He redid the match. He changed a little of his strategy. He did not put everything into those hands, and he then went 25 minutes and never backed down. When you talk about Conor with Floyd, guys, you try it. Go do something that you're not used to doing, no matter what level of shape you're in. If you're in incredible shape, you could be a marathon runner. If I go put you on an Aerodyne and you haven't done an Aerodyne before, I will break you. I will make you quit and you will vomit in less than 10 minutes. If you run a marathon, 28 miles, and it took you hours I will break you mentally and physically in 10 minutes by putting you on the Aerodyne. That's not to say the guy that can do the Aerodyne for 30 minutes could then go and run a marathon for hours. It's a different exercise. No matter what level of shape you're in, if you go and do something that you're not conditioned and used to doing, you're going to get tired. Conor eventually got tired with Floyd a half an hour into the fight. I watched Canelo get tired against Floyd 9 minutes into the fight. So I don't think it's a real narrative. I do think there is something to the strategy, though. Because if you're talking about you're going to expose his conditioning, what you're talking about is getting in the fight later. That part I like. Drag Conor out there a little bit. I will admit he's the most dangerous in the first round. I will admit he's more dangerous in the first round than he is in the fourth round. I will concede those things back to you. I'm very fair about what I see. But to talk about Conor doesn't have the grit, the toughness, or the conditioning, that is a fake narrative. Based on 2 sporting events which were captured on live TV. One where he went up not 1 but 2 weight classes, and one where he went to a sport he'd never done before.